Hi there, my name's Murray and I work at a company, or I own a company actually, called Murray Bishop Music. Funny that. And I'm here today to talk to you about band programs, starting a band program, getting a band program running, and all the things that go involved with it. I hope we can help and I hope we can get to you very quickly. So, you want to start a band program? Let's go. We're going to do a series of modules, and the first module, module 1, is a simple question. It's why? Why do I want a band program? Wow. A lot of people, you might think that's a silly question. A lot of people don't know about band programs. And they think, well, okay, you want a band program. Why? If you can answer them straight back, you make the way a lot easier for yourself. And at some stage, you're going to have to front the principal, the administrators or whatever and say, I need money. They will say, why? If you can answer that and answer it well, you'll find it so much easier to get those funds that you need. Why do you want a band program? A lot of reasons. Sometimes it can be because the school just wants one. It can be because the school up the road's got one and we want one too. It can be because we've got kids that can't play sport and we've got nothing to do with them, so we'll put them in the band. Often bands become a haven for behavioural children. So they get them there to give everyone else a break, and funnily enough, kids do well in those circumstances. It can also simply be because you're a musician or a music teacher and you have a passion. What started your passion? How did that begin? How did you get involved? And that passion, to me, that's the answer. If you're passionate about music, if you're passionate about the bands and having a band, that's the starting blocks. That's what we need to think about, and think about how we can put our passion into words. I've been running band programs for nearly 40 years. I still have one program that's been running for 30 years and has not missed a beat. I now have kids in it who their parents were in the original band. How does it work? What do we do? That's what we've got to come up with. To start with, let's generate some excitement. If you go to people and say, we're starting a band, be in it, they're going to say, no, sorry, not interested. Why? Because it's not exciting. Kids need that excitement these days. If you go and you generate that excitement, you might put on assemblies, you might put a couple of minutes of a marching band. You know, there's some great American and Japanese marching bands. You might put some fantastic little bits up and just generate that excitement. Talk to people about your passion. Talk to your kids about your passion. One school I worked at, we started a band purely and simply because I was showing, in a music class, we were showing the kids some footage of the Super Bowl with a big marching band display in America. In walks the principal. Great. He said, oh, he looked at that and he went, you know, we should do something like that. This was a big football school. He said, we might do something about that. That's all I needed. I went to him straight after the period and said, you said you want a band, let's do it. I caught him. 30 years later, I went back to that school. They still have a big band program, and it's even better than what we started out with. That's what is needed. You need that excitement. You need to build it up. Talk it out. Talk to people. Get kids involved. I want kids to come to me and say, when are we starting? And that's the best part. When are we starting band? Where are we starting it? What are we doing? We'll discuss some of those resources in later modules in this series, but right now you've generated the excitement. Now you need to generate commitment. So you send out an expression of interest. Again, make it bright, make it exciting. This is a great adventure. Get them involved before they realise they've got to actually practice. It's the biggest team sport in the world. It doesn't matter whether you can do anything else, you can do music. There's a spot for everyone. You know, make it those sort of diversity in enhancements and Make it that involvement so that everybody has a place. On that expression of interest, also ask the simple questions like, do you have an instrument at home? You'd be surprised. Does anyone else in your family play music? Half that battle's done if they do, because they already know what the commitment is. They already know what it's like to play music. And ask the question, have you been involved in bands or music elsewhere? Get the family involved. As we go through, I'll talk to you about some of the resources and things that you can get and some of the bits and pieces that we need to make a band happen. But right now, generate excitement. Look at that question. Look at the why. Why am I doing this? Why do I want a band? Not why anyone else wants it. Why do you want it? You are the kingpin here. Why do you want that band? I'm available too with some resources, with help, and if you want to just bounce some ideas around, contact me. My email will be coming up and my website will be coming up on the screen. And if you want to, get in contact. It costs nothing to talk. And if I can help you start a band, if I can actually help you grow music in Australia, then let's do it. Catch you in Module 2.